Hi dear. Today it became clear to me which Archangel we are calling forth on the next Nokia ritual. And since on Wednesday it is the Pluto-Mars conjunction at 0 degrees of Aquarius. And of course it has good things and of bad things. And I have strongly Mars and Pluto in my chart, and in my personal life, to control all these things that you want to do with Mars and Pluto, you have to work hard. So I asked the angels which angel to call forth on the next, and the answer is Kether and Methatron. And it's a Heya, Hakot Hakadosh. You meet the Seraphim, and it is just something that came very clear to me today. And I read something for you here, what an old book says. Of the 9 orders of celestial angel and the animistical order of heroes, or choir of blessed souls, the foregoing table further explained. The most learned Hebrew Mercubles have received the 10th principle and most sacred names of God, as certain divine powers, which by 10 numerations called Sephirot, as if it were instruments of examples of the archetype, have influence on all things created by a certain order, from the high things even to the Lord. For first they have immediate influence on the 9 orders of angels and choirs of blessed souls, and by them into the celestial spheres, planets and men, by which Sephirot everything received power and virtues. The first name is Heya, and is the name of the divine essence. His numeration is Kether, which signified a crown or diadem, and the most simple essence of the deity, and it is called that which the eye seeth not, and is attributed to God the Father, and hath his influence by the order of Seraphim, called by the Hebrews Hayot HaKadosh, that is, creatures of holiness, and them by of primum mobile, bestowing the gift of being to all things, filling the whole universe, both through the circumference and center, whose particular intelligence is called Methatron, which is by interpretation the Prince of Faces, whose duty is to bring others to the face of the Prince, and by him the Lord spoke to Moses. And just another short word about the Seraphim. From the order of Seraphim, and that is what I'm focusing on to calling forth, at the 0 degrees of Pluto, conjunct Mars, and from the order of Seraphim, that by the perfect flame of love we may at length inherit them. And that will be the main focus of things. So this is truly to call down to the power of God, the divine love, the perfect love, the things that we can't even see or understand. In a simple way, you can say that when we grieve that somebody is lost, or they are becoming criminals or acting in a way that we just can't understand or at any way support, since it is so immoral, it is so different from what God told us to do. And it is not to put them down, they still have the power to learn. But the thing is that what we feel when we lose somebody we love, that is in essence what God feels every time somebody goes astray. And the Bible is filled with examples of how their lost son is the one that he really values, who comes back. And how it makes the father so happy when somebody who has been lost returns. So this isn't so much about Methatron, even though Methatron is in the Kether. And what we can reach, since nobody can close to the throne of God and survive or see his face or light. So, but it is that we truly try to bring forth the perfect flame of love, that we may inherit them, or even to understand 1 millimeter of that love, since that is the greatest blessing we have. That is the God of love, the perfect love, the forgiveness, but also the strength. And he has rules, but there is also that by making mistakes we learn, and by trying to correct our mistakes he's there to support us. And in this chaotic world, and Pluto in Aquarius, it wasn't in Aquarius, it was in Gemini at 0 degrees last time. It was 140 years ago. And it was a great time in 1883, I think. There was a lot going on. So this is the first time in 140 years that we have 0 degrees with Pluto. So I felt that Pluto is so much. I have Pluto in my chart since I'm a Scorpio. So I know how quick I can become, and the only thing that can truly help us and guide us, that is going to the highest today. So on Wednesday, and I know that in United Kingdom Pluto will move into 0 degrees and conjunct Mars in 0 degrees of Aquarius at 7:45. That means 8:45 in my country. But if you know the time of the United Kingdom, it's 7:45, and that means also that the ritual will start at exactly the same time as it did last time. So I will start here in Swedish time, 7:30, so that we will be prepared with Kether and calling down the divine love. So we fill this up with the perfect love before Pluto conjuncts Mars. So, and leave all your prayers of love and anything you wish and ask for or pray for, leave it down in the comments. And I love you all, and have a magical, magical day. Bye for now.